Hey guys, Mitch here from Minifig Man Cave with a LEGO Star Wars set review. Today I have set number 75094, the Imperial Shuttle Tydirium. The set comes with 937 pieces, and it retails for $100 US. So let's take a look at the ship. So here is the Imperial Shuttle Tydirium. As you can see, it's a very tall set, so I can't really fit it all into frame, but let's take a look at it. So first we're going to start off with the cockpit here. Pretty well designed cockpit in my opinion, especially for the scale. I would say that this part down here looks very awkward and somewhat unfinished actually. And also this part just is a bit too open for my taste. But other than that, so you can see the cockpit opens up like that. However, it's too heavy to stay open. So I'm thinking if they had used a little more friction in the connection to the of the canopy to the rest of it, they would have had a better result there, and gravity wouldn't have messed it up. So on the inside of the cockpit, you can see that we have a couple of stickered control panels, kind of hard to get a good shot of, but you can see those right there. Very nice looking control panels. Definitely useful for other things if you're building mocks. And you can fit two minifigures in the cockpit. So let's say you want to put Han in there. He just sits in there. He sits on one of the newer style of pieces that was introduced with the Friends line, with the little part that goes in between the legs. Well, it's not really newer anymore, but you get my point. And then Chewie can also fit in there. He's not too tall to fit in there, which is really nice. Actually, I would recommend putting in whoever's going in the back seat before you put someone in the front seat, just to make things easier. I mean, there's a chance you'd be able to fit like a third minifigure standing up in the back or something, but I haven't actually tried that, and it probably wouldn't work very well, so. There they are in the cockpit, and then it just closes up, and you can sort of see them through the windscreen, but it's not like too crazy. Looks pretty good there. So next up, on the bottom of the ship here, we have the landing gear. Here's what the bottom of the ship looks like, by the way. There you go. I'll show you what this is in a second, but the landing gear are actually attached to each other, so you move one and it moves the other one. Fully synchronized. There they are in landing mode, and then when the ship is actually flying. And this yellow part right here on the bottom is sort of a trapdoor / ramp thing, sort of boarding ramp simulate. You can't really use it, but it looks nice. Folded down there, nice little design with the tiles and stuff. So yeah, and then that yellow bit just pushes it back up. So that's very nice. Actually gonna move the wings out of the way really quick. So to access the main area of the shuttle, this part just opens right on up, like so. And inside, on this side, you have a little weapon rack, 2 clips for blasters, and a backpack, which you can put on one of your rebel troopers, and that just sort of sits on a jumper plate, or jumper tile right there. And also on the inside, you have 2 chairs, so, or 2 seats, so if you wanted to put your rebels in there, you can. And there's also this little screen in the back. It's really hard to get a good angle on. Oh, there you go. This is a diagram of the of what I would assume to be Endor, and some writing right there, just a battle planning type of thing, or attack strategy planning, you know. So yeah, there's that side, and then if you come over to this side, on the right here, you've got a little crate, actually a fairly large crate, and another seat right there. Really hard to see. It's, you know, light. It's kind of hard to get light to go in there. There we go. And then, oh, there's the boarding ramp in the center there. If I can get the light to work with me here. There we go. see the boarding ramp there. And it doesn't get in the way of the seats or anything, so that's nice. So in this crate here, you got a sticker on top with the Rebel insignia on it. And if you pull off the top, you've got some thermal detonators, which are for some reason attached to orange studs. I don't know why, but yeah, you do get a spare one, so that's also nice. And on the side, you just got some little open areas, I'm assuming, for storing like blaster pistols and stuff. And that just attaches right there. It's only attached by a couple studs, so it's very easy to pull out. And yeah. So down here you've got the engine detailing. Looks pretty nice. Very mechanical looking. And then some simulated guns there. And that's the same on both sides. And then on the back of the shuttle, you've got two little guns here. And then the engine is there. Very nice, smooth, tiled look there. And yeah. So the wings, they are on a sort of clicking hinge system, and they move independently of one another. Let me actually zoom back out here. They move fully independently of one another. So, did I just break one of them? Yes, I did. Let me go ahead and fix that really quick. And I just accidentally showed you guys one of the play features. Hold on, guys. I keep breaking stuff. Okay, sorry about that, guys. I had to fix something really quick there. So on the wings, right here, on this part, there's a little piece right here that sticks up a little bit. You can see that right there. And what that does is you press it down and it will fire a spring-loaded shooter. And that is located right here next to these guns here, which can be moved, as can these. So yeah, so we've got spring-loaded shooters there, and what's nice is they're not much of an eyesore, so that's nice. They look like they fit with the build, and if you want to take out the missiles to get rid of that bright green, then of course you can do so. Come on. There we go. So yeah, there's that, and then the main top fin, I'm actually gonna have to freehand this part. Just sort of goes up in a triangle, or yeah, sort of a big slant there, and a slightly less of a slant up the back. And yeah, you can see how that's constructed, and some detailing on the sides there. And in flight mode, I'm going to try to show you guys this. Even though this thing is a bit big to fit into frame. Let's see here. So let me retract the landing gear. And let's see what I can do here. So here it is in all of its flying glory. It looks very, very nice. Very swooshable. And there are some lights, simulated lights on the wingtips, which is nice. Very cool. Forgot to mention there is a sticker right up there. Not a lot of stickers on the set, which is really nice. They honestly there didn't need to be a lot of stickers, so I'm glad they didn't overdo it there. So there is the Shuttle Tydirium, so let's take a look at the minifigures. So the first and probably one of the more exciting minifigures in this set is Han Solo in his Endor outfit. As you can see, he's got his olive green jacket there over his normal clothes that he always wears. You can see he's got his blaster pistol, standard one. Very nice looking figure. The head print is just standard for recent Han Solo minifigures. And the hairpiece is as it's always been. Some nice back printing there. Of course, the whole jacket is camouflaged very nicely. And the print continues down to the legs, as you can see. And yeah, very cool figure. Not really much to it, but still a very nice looking minifigure nonetheless. But yeah, there is the Endor Han Solo, which I think this is the first Endor Han Solo we've ever done, so that's pretty cool. Next up for the minifigures, here we have the newer style Chewbacca. This came in the droid gunship back in 2014. But it's a very nice looking figure in my opinion. I know a lot of people don't like it, but I do. It looks very nicely updated. He's got his ammo belt there, of course, with silver. The eyes and the mouth. Nice printing. I'm glad they updated this thing because remember, the old one didn't actually have eyes printed. So that was something that needed to be changed. And he's got his nice light printing there. And he comes with a metallic silver crossbow, of course, for his bowcaster. But, yeah, not a new minifigure, but still a very nice version of Chewbacca nonetheless. Next up here we have the new redesigned version of Princess Leia in her Endor outfit. Sorry. You can see she has the same hair pieces as the original Endor Leia with the hole in the top. New face print. One side is angry, the other is happy. She came with a cookie, but I seem to have lost it. So, yeah, but she came with a cookie, and she comes with her blaster pistol. And she comes with this, like, poncho thing, which is very soft cloth. You can take it off if you just remove her hair. You don't have to pull her whole head off. And it is camouflaged, and it is very soft. But underneath, you can see she's got her uniform, or not really uniform, but I guess you call it a uniform on. And that continues around to the back as well. Some nice pockets on her belt there. And just plain sand blue legs, but I think they look nice. Of course, the color continues up there to the torso a little bit. But overall, I actually really like this minifigure. Very nice version of Leia. It's nice to get an updated version of her in her Endor gear. So, yeah, there is Princess Leia. Next up here we have the first of two unnamed Endor Rebel Troopers for this set. You can see this one comes with, actually they both come with just standard blasters. And the helmets are the same mold as they've always been for this sort of thing, but instead of having sand green around the top, it's dark green, and that looks really nice in my opinion. Actually looks better, if you ask me, but yeah, that's just my opinion. So yeah, he has the same face as one of the previous versions of the Endor Rebel Trooper. So he looks like Agent Coulson from Marvel a little bit, but you know. You can see he's got a nice little hood there and his belt there with his various pockets, and that continues down onto the belt piece as well. And then the legs have some utility pockets as well. He's wearing his tan gloves, and yeah, really nice looking minifigure. Nice camo print there for the forest mission there. But yeah, very nice, especially for just a generic soldier type of minifigure. And finally, here we have the second Endor Rebel Trooper for this set. This one appears to be some sort of an officer, because that could be some sort of badge right there. And he has this nice jacket, or actually it's not really much of a jacket, it's more of a vest with a sand blue colored shirt. Or is that sand blue? Or is it light bluish gray? I can't tell actually. I think it's blue. Sand blue. No, it's definitely not sand blue. Maybe that is light bluish gray. Maybe I was just looking at it wrong. Let's see here. It's not light bluish gray. Maybe it's a new color or something. Just a color I'm not familiar with. Either that or Princess Leia wasn't sand blue. I don't know. Anyway, he has the same helmet as the other Rebel Trooper, but he does have a new face print, which is really nice. Some nice light-colored facial hair there. Very serious expression on him. And the pockets appear... Yeah, the pockets are the exact same design as the other Trooper, as are the legs. Yeah, same leg print. Of course, the back printing is also different than the other one. But, yeah, there is... the final minifigure for the set, so let's go ahead and finish up this review.